So when things started, we bought fair trade, organic, shade-grown coffee. That was the way that we knew how to be responsible. And what we learned is that fair trade coffees are not necessarily the most responsible thing. They don't necessarily guarantee that the farmer and the people who are picking the coffee are getting the money that you're paying.
A lot of the coffee is traded on the New York commodity market, the C market, right? So there's a blanket price that all coffee trading is based on. And one of the cool things about relationship coffee is even if the market is super low, which it is right now, it's like $1.24 per pound. So everyone who's buying coffee would be trading a premium on that price. So the premium agreed on with, between the buyer and the importer, exporter. But for what we're doing, we're trading on a personal level above that. So like everything that we're buying is like 3 to 4 to 5, like in that 3 to 5 range, which is well above the market. If there's any other stuff he needs, like fertilizer or whatever it is, we can negotiate that and figure out how to help pre-finance or finance whatever those things are. And just being open and communicating, I think, is, a huge part of the benefit of having these direct relationships. The rain is just becoming less predictable. It's affecting the drying of coffee. The demand for specialty coffee is increasing, and the coffee itself isn't increasing. If we were approached by the exporter or by the producer and said, hey, like, we're in big trouble, we need fertilizer, or we need whatever it is.
Yeah, the drying, for example, we financed the drying racks at the cover drying beds at Caesar's farm. So that was a good project. It helped him and it helped us because the coffee quality was up.
But yeah, if they need to raise the price because their production cost was higher for those reasons, and they say like, hey, here's what happened, is this okay? Like, can you meet this price for the quantity?
10 years ago, the coffee that we buy and sell made up 1% of the entire global output. So not a lot. I think we're up to like 5 now. I think we're up to like 5%. So it's growing, but coffee is the second most traded commodity under oil. And think about that other 99%. People are drinking that somehow or eating. Specialty coffee is more of a culinary product. Commodity coffee is a caffeine delivery system.
And it just looks horrible. It's like you wouldn't ever want to consume it when you see what the coffee that we buy is. I mean, it's like, and yeah, just seeing those side pickings. They're just kind of always on a dirty patio to the side, like drying with leaves and stuff.
It's just part of people's everyday lives, but it's not something that should be like free cup of coffee with whatever. It's because it takes so much care to make good coffee that it should be treated like with more respect. I just think for the consumer, just being open-minded and just giving it a try. And knowing that strong coffee doesn't have to mean like bitter, burnt. People I want a strong coffee, and they think it's only that way if it tastes has a certain taste profile, but just being open-minded to different tastes in coffee. We've been getting WhatsApp posts from one of the farmer's sons. He's like doing the harvest right now.